everybody. Welcome to the welcome to Small Press Expo 2011 once again.
Yeah.
This time, Rusty and Joe. We're here with Chris Piers, who is a man among other men, really. Literally among us.
Literally.
Right. I'm a man.
He is a member of the DC Conspiracy.
That's true.
Makes comics, and
I do.
He makes a living.
he does.
Well, not doing comics.
I didn't say that.
I do make
Those
a
are two
living.
separate things, but yeah.
This is my mouth. Don't put words in it.
Are we going to talk about my job instead?
No.
Nah, you
So,
could if
so
you want.
so are you working on any comic projects currently?
Yes, but it's more like a pitch. Like
Nice.
As a writer, I'm working.
Okay.
And a lot of my stuff that's out now, I've done more like freelance illustration, but I really like writing, and so I've got some pitches that I'd really like to send to Image soon. I'm paying a guy in the Philippines good cash to churn
hard
out some
cash.
pages.
I've heard about that guy. He's a good guy.
Hard Philippine
You have
cash.
heard of him?
Yeah. Philip, right?
Philip Pines,
Yes.
From the Philippines.
ironically from the Philippines.
So, last year you were in a really cool anthology, Trickster.
Trickster. That was nice, and it was nominated for an Eisner.
Yes.
Right.
Very impressive.
Yes. Yeah, I got to illustrate a story there, and one thing that was nice about that was the writer was from the Wampanoag tribe, and that's in Massachusetts, and that's actually where I grew up. So it was about the island of Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard, and I'm very familiar with those locations. So that was a nice little plus. So I was definitely familiar with the material. Yeah, quite an honor. Where's this going?
Where am I going with this?
Yep.
Where do you think I'm going? I'm going to talk about the fact that this book, did it win an award, or was it just not? No.
It just got nominated.
No, that's a
Hell
shame.
no, but that's all
Hell
right.
no.
I mean, because I thought I gave you an award. I thought I gave, but I guess I didn't.
Listen, I mean, I honestly never expected anything I was in to be nominated for an Eisner. That's kind of the top
Right.
award, you could argue.
Oh,
and here's the thing, though. The Eisners are voted on by both retailers and professionals. So, yes, quality is super important, but so is actually being familiar with the project. And this was published by a book publisher that never done comics before. Sold and still continues to sell extremely well. But it's not something you see in comic book stores very often. So I think that counts against it.
Now, outside of the comics venue, you also have another project that you work on.
Is that true?
I've heard. I've
think I know what
literally
you're-
heard.
I know what you're implying.
He does a podcast called TV Zombies, or is it Television Zombies?
It can be either.
It can be both.
wow.
I'll give you guys permission.
It's malleable. I like that.
I like that.
I do. Weekly podcast. We've been doing it for 4 years, I just realized. So, 4 more years, you guys will be right where we are.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. I can't wait. Where would that be?
Well, you don't earn any money, but you got, 30,000 listeners a week.
That's not bad.
That's not bad, right? And climbing,
Yeah, wow.
slowly.
So on your show, you interview various pop culture guests.
I do. Every week, like about a year and a half ago, I just started getting into interviewing writers and actors on various TV shows. So that's sort of my challenge, is every week trying to book somebody. And when you're not TV Guide or Entertainment Weekly, that's not always the easiest thing. But it's very rewarding, and it's very interesting to talk to some of these guys.
Now you have done 4 years, over 100 podcasts.
Well over 100, coming up on 2.
200. Okay.
Wow.
In your opinion, what's the guest that you've had that you were the most excited about?
Stan Lee.
Stan Lee.
Oh, that's pretty badass.
Now, has Stan Lee ever won an Eisner?
I'm sure he had to, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like
Lifetime
one that
Achievement
wasn't
or something. Something that was made up, like the Stan Lee Eisner or
The
something.
Stan Lee Achievement of Stan Lee-ness?
He gets one every year.
The Stan Lee Achievement Award, presented by Stan Lee.
They book
to
him
Stan
every
Lee.
year.
Now, back into the comics area, you're a part of a group.
The DC
A gang, some
Conspiracy.
people would say. A gang.
Yeah, not a
street
violence
gang.
gang, a comics gang.
A comics gang.
Not exclusively non-violent, but you're right.
Okay, yeah, mostly not violent.
Most of the time, we do not get into brawls.
Most of the time, you never know with comics.
No.
Yeah, no, we're just a DC-based, DC metro area-based group, you might say, of writers, artists, just comics aficionados. We meet every single month. We've been doing that for maybe like 6 years. Every single month, we just meet for drinks and jam out a comic. We self-publish all sorts of anthologies, newspapers. Like there's a quarterly newspaper that we just give away for free.
What's that called?
You can get that here. That's called The Magic Bullet.
Nice.
So hopefully you guys will interview some people that have worked on the latest issue.
Hey, no, don't push it. Now, have you ever been personally in the Magic Bullet? Have you been accepted by your peers to be a part of the newspaper?
Oh, I'm sure that I could do something. I just haven't had an idea yet. We've published three issues, and I just haven't had an idea yet.
I say the same thing about Oscars. I'm sure I could do it, but I choose to. That's just bizarre.
Yeah, that's just the whole family in front of the camera.
That's just a family that was like really excited that I was
They're
here.
so excited about
they
comics.
They were a little nervous. I could tell.
They're just disregarding social mores.
Is it taping?
What's that?
Yeah, it's taping.
It's still taping, man. Don't worry about
I
it.
can't see the light.
It's blinking.
You're gonna see the light when I kill you.
I'm paranoid about that, okay?
Yeah, I know. We've had things.
If you
Got
lost
issues.
this one, that's not the worst. I'm more of a test case so that you're comfortable. I
That's
love
actually
this,
what
by the way. Look
you
at
like.
this thing.
Yeah.
What's this made out of?
That is made out of foam core,
Foam
covered
core.
with electrical tape, and then I adhered a printout of an SPX and our surname.
And
full
have you,
sanction.
showed off
full
your, have
sanction.
you showed off your shirts yet?
These interviews are not about us.
No.
These interviews are about the talent.
That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong.
Hey, Blake's coming out.
My fans, they just can't
I know,
stay
man.
away.
They're just
much.
everywhere.
I just
overwhelming.
attract them.
This is terrible. You're just bringing them on, like moths to a really hot, sexy flame.
I know. I sincerely think, oh, this is so unnecessary. Someone's taking a photo.
Oh, I know. Don't worry. Don't worry. We know them. This is
Oh,
only
all
going to
right,
be.
all right.
This is bad. Don't watch out.
But I honestly think that talk shows to a degree are about the interviewers. Over time, you learn about them.
Here's what I will say about that. They're about the interviewers in the long view, but not in the short view.
Ah.
He's got it. He's already
You
figured
just-
it out.
you summed
You're
it
brand
up.
new
You
at this,
learn
and
about
know it.
us
You
over
jumped ahead
time.
4 years.
Yeah,
me tell
guess
you
what I
this.
have? Time for the Eisners, Bodie.
What?
How long have you guys been doing interviews? Done anything before
since-
this?
since
25
today.
minutes.
Yes.
25 minutes?
It's been really nice.
You
It's
like
been a
it?
good 25 minutes. Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah? There's some amazing creators here. I hope you guys can pull some big names, but you're with SPX, so I would imagine so.
Yeah, well,
right?
you know,
We're
we're
trying to
wearing the
stretch our
SPX shield.
connections.
That's a shame. We're wearing the SPX shield, and with that, everything is open to us.
It is.
Nice.
We already robbed the ATM machine. Anything's going on.
Yeah. The cops came, we were just like, "Shh, come on."
SPX, baby.
I've been looking at this from a distance. If you show that to the camera,
Right.
that really does look like a naked man with a tie. He sort of looks more like, a stripper.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, yeah, they gave that one to Rusty, especially on
Yeah.
on purpose.
Oh, that's not the one everybody has for
No.
sale.
I may have inspired this to a degree, is I guess what
You
it
know,
is.
I look at it and the body type matches up. So, and that's generally the pose you
Pretty
stand
much,
in.
yeah.
Maybe you could model it.
It's my natural pose.
Maybe you could. Would the camera catch it if you did that pose? It's the same.
That's how he. That's
It's
how
like
he.
looking into like a TV when you put the
It
camera.
was like it was like
camera at it.
Inception, where I went
That's how
down
he
in.
dries after taking a shower.
Yeah, just stand there
Just stand there.
with 4 fans around me.
Right in the living room.
And you don't mean electrical fans. You mean fans of your
Yes.
work.
Your
here at
fans,
Sanction.
the ones that just walk in front of cameras.
I've yet to be able to sit there and watch him drive.
I'm glad you
One
enjoy my
day.
comics. Now dry me, please.
He dries via their exasperation,
Oh my god.
like that. Well, I think that does it for this interview.
I think
More
it's
than
good.
does it.
Yeah.
think it does
Thank
it
you for
plus.
spending time with us, Christopher.
Oh, my pleasure, gentlemen. And
Great.
May the rest of the day just go so well for both of you.
It can't go any better. Nice.
Yeah.